I found a system of equations that looks a lot harder than it actually is. How many solutions does it have? Let's investigate some of the methods. If you look closely at the symmetry, there's a hidden pattern that makes x, y, and z fall right into place. Instead of trying to isolate one variable, let's look at the whole picture. If we add all three equations together, every term appears twice. That gives us 2 times the sum of our pairs, equaling 94. Divide by 2, and we find that xy plus yz plus zx is exactly 47. Combining this with the first equation, we get zx equals 15. If we use the second equation, we get xy equals 12. And for the third, we get yz equals 20. Now for the clever part. If we multiply these three results together, we get the square of xyz equals 3600. Taking the square root gives us 2 possibilities for the product of all 3 variables, plus or minus 60. If we take the positive product 60, we can simply divide by our pairs. 60 divided by 20 gives us an x of 3. Sixty divided by 15 gives a y of 4. And 60 divided by 12 gives a z of 5. But remember that plus or minus. If the total product is negative 60, we get our second equally elegant solution. xyz as negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. But what if we took a different path? Let's take our first 2 equations and subtract them. The yz terms cancel out perfectly, leaving us with a simple relationship. xy minus zx equals negative 3. Now if we bring in our third equation, xy plus zx equals 27, we have a much smaller system to play with. Adding these 2 together makes the zx disappear. We're left with 2xy equals 24, which means xy must be 12. Once we have xy, the rest of the puzzle pieces fall into place. 12 plus yz equals 32. So yz is 20. And zx plus 12 equals 27. So zx is 15. We could continue the same way. If we multiply all 3 results, we get the square of our total product, 3600. Which brings us back to our 2 elegant solutions. If you enjoyed this coffee break, you can find more treasures in the attic by subscribing. Until next time, take care of the logic and the beauty will follow. Enjoy the rest of your day.